I've called the Los Angeles Clippers the basement dwellers.
The basement team.
Right? I've always said that they live in the basement with the space heaters and the dehumidifiers. This is where they belong, right? They don't belong on the top floor. They need permission to go upstairs. And I mean that. Until they move out of Crypto Arena, I will always say that about the Clippers. But that's not where I'm going here. Where I'm going with the Clippers is they are in the playoff chase right now. They have a very deep team. They have one of the deepest teams in the NBA. Well coached. Shouts to Ty Lue. He's one of the best coaches in the league. They still have Jerry West as a consultant. So they're doing great things over there. However, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have dealt with injuries since they've gotten here.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard is dealing with the ACL injury, and we were talking off camera saying that it's degenerative at this point.
Yeah,
that he's having some bone on bone, and there's some real issues that he's having. We may not see Kawhi Leonard get back to where we're used to seeing him.
Yeah.
Paul George has dealt with some injuries since he's been a Clipper. He's had shoulder surgery. He has the ankle now. He's had little bangs and bruises, since he's been here. And the question I want to ask you, should the Clippers pull the plug on this Kawhi Leonard and Paul George tandem?
Yeah,
should they press the reset button, or should they,
I think it's time. They were supposed to take over LA. And it's not even to be shooting at them, but ever since they came out to say to take over at LA, they really haven't gone too deep into the playoffs. They had one run in the bubble.
Yeah, they had the year that the Suns went to the finals. They went to the conference finals. They went to Game 7, but that Kawhi Leonard had got hurt. Paul George took them to the conference finals, and they haven't been back since.
And that's why I'd keep Paul. Because his injuries are kind of all over his body. He's often injured, but it's not a chronic injury. It's not the same thing. And I think he still has a veteran presence. We still need a star for the team. I'm not going to say some necessarily built around Paul George, but he's a good key piece.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could still get a haul or really good pieces for Kawhi. So I think it's time to ship Kawhi out, even though he is the better player when healthy. But you can get more with him, and he's missed so many games that I'd rather take that gamble.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think it is time for them to start exploring it. If they don't fully embrace the rebuild, I think they need to start fielding some calls.
Yeah.
And seeing what his market is. But obviously they're probably going to have to get his permission because I think he might have a no trade.
He probably does, but I mean, with how things have gone since you've got to the team, hopefully you get it yourself. Like, you're a professional. Yeah, you get it. So hopefully he waives that clause. They can get him to a team that he feels he can still win and contend with, and they can get out from under that contract. Because, I mean, I'm not going to say what are you paying the guy for, because when he is on the field, when on the court, he is lights out. But he just missed too many games over the past 2 years.
And I think at this point, you're not going to get those performances out of him.
Exactly.
Consistently. For every 29-point game that he has, you're going to have 15 games where he's not going to come close to that.
And also, how much of a great two-way player could he still be?
Exactly.
Because offensively, I can see his game. I think he'll still be an offensive force, but where he made his name was defensively, and how's he gonna manage both? So I think it'd be. I don't want to just ship Kawhi off, because I think he's like a premier player. You just don't ship those guys off. But I think in the case of the Los Angeles Clippers, it might be the best thing for them.
Listen, if Kawhi Leonard knows what's good for him,
he's not going to LA. He's not going to the Lakers.
He calls Genie and says, "Listen, is it okay if I come upstairs? Is it okay if I, can I use the elevator instead of the stairs?" You know what I mean?
Clippers are like Harry Potter under the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. Facts. They don't belong. Okay, you gotta make sure that the Lakers are not there for you to come upstairs. Okay. But yeah, I definitely agree, though. I think they really need to start looking at that, especially if they can't at least get 50 games or 55 games each out of both of them. If you can't get that, it's like, what are you doing? What are you paying for at this point?
Because like we're paying for you to win a championship, but if you can't do that, at least fill the arena during the season.
Right.
At least have the people have a show to come watch, and they know they can come see Kawhi.
Ain't no Clippers fans out there. The only Clippers fans I know is Billy Crystal. That's the only person I know that's a Clipper fan.
Marcellus Wiley.
Have you ever seen? We live in New York, right? Have you ever seen anybody? No. And I'm talking about anybody with a Clippers hat on?
Nah,
I've never seen it in my life.
I've seen a throwback jersey or two.
I've never seen it in my life. Somebody wearing a Clippers hat. Not even in LA when I was there, I saw it.
Nah.
There ain't no Clippers fans out there.
They're the basement team for real.
I'm telling you. Dehumidifiers and the space heaters. That's where they down in there.